Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video, guys. If you have a BMW, guys, 1 Series BMW, and you guys need to disconnect your fuel line. Doesn't matter if you have a 4 or 6 cylinder engine, guys. Even if you have a diesel engine, sometimes you have that type of connector. We will explain how to disconnect your fuel line, which is not very complicated. But if you're missing that special device that you actually have to compress to remove the fuel line, we will explain how you can manually do that. So make sure to stay until the end. If it happens in the future, you will know, guys, what to do and not to cause damage to your fuel line or your fuel rail as well. Now, before we start, guys, let me tell you all the tools and parts that we use. We will share the link in the description of the video below, so that way if you need to buy anything for your BMW 1 Series, you will be able to see where we get all the tools and parts from. Another thing, every single car we get at the shop, we make at least 200 free repair videos, guys. Why we do that? Because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. That way we can keep providing this free information. Let us show you what we have here, guys, and how we are going to disconnect fuel line on this BMW. This is with the 6-cylinder gasoline engine N52 that has been used here in the United States. But we will remove the engine cover and I'll show you guys if you have a fuel line. It may be different location, but if it looks like that, the procedure will be the same, guys, for all BMWs 1 Series. If you have a fuel line that looks like that, your connector may be a different color, or if you're missing that blue thing, we will explain, guys, what to do in that case as well. Before we start, let me, guys, tell you something. Check this channel out, Auto Repair, guys. This is our main channel and we have helped more than 75 million people. We have information that can save you thousands of dollars, guys, on future repairs, so definitely, guys, check it out. Now, before you disconnect the fuel line, you guys need to have fire extinguisher on the place. You can catch yourself on fire, you can, guys, catch your car on fire. So you spray fuel anywhere, almost everywhere. It could be under enormous amount of pressure. But to minimize that, have a fire extinguisher on place, wear gloves and eye protection. Number one most important thing also, guys, is disconnect your car battery for 2 reasons. One, to avoid having charge in the electrical system, that way you can avoid sparks. Number 2, guys, the BMW fuel system actually can self-activate itself when you open driver door or sometimes when it detects low fuel pressure. And when you disconnect the hose, if you have the battery connected, the fuel pump will have power and it can spray fuel on you or anywhere on your engine. So be extremely careful and don't do that on hot engine. Now, on modern cars, let me tell you one thing, guys. It really matters which terminal you connect and disconnect first. Why? Simply because you can cause damage to your electrical system, modules and computers if you don't do it the correct way. We've done that in the past and it cost us $2,000. You don't want that to happen, guys. So we have a special video that explains which car battery terminal to reconnect and disconnect first. I'll put the link in the description of the video below. Now, this is the fuel line. We'll need to put a rack underneath it, guys, because we'll be leaking fuel, so we can catch as much as we can. Check it out how it moves back and forth. We'll go ahead and compress it all the way in. I'll push it in with one hand, while with the other hand you're going to actually compress that blue device, that unlocking tool, all the way inside the line. Okay, and we'll start pushing both of them out at the same time. At that point, you will spray fuel everywhere. Sometimes you won't, but you can see we're leaking fuel. We actually release the pressure of our fuel system because we don't want to spray fuel anywhere on the camera, but you get the idea, guys. If you're leaking fuel, it could be because of a bad seal right here, so that's very common as well. And we will actually, guys, what you need to do, you will need to replace your hose. You need to disconnect it on the other side and put a new hose. Now, if you're missing that special device, what you're going to do to actually remove it, check it out. You need to get these two, guys, and we'll put the link in the description of the video below. With the help of that tool, you're going to grab the one that fits on your top of your fuel line, but it's not too loose, and you're going to use that tool to actually compress the springs inside the fuel line instead of using the one that's provided by BMW. So you can still do it that way. But you get the idea, guys, not too complicated. When you're ready to install it, you just grab that line, make sure you push it all the way in. Listen now for that click. And give it a couple pulls, make sure it's not going anywhere, and always inspect for fuel leaks when you start your car, otherwise you can catch yourself on fire. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.